open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The numbers for Mixon last week: 20 carries, 69 yards.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
Here we go. 18.
Stroud looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week. That pressure on the QB is key. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Mixing up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Dill. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. They'll be led out by a man who played collegiately in College Station, their rookie quarterback from Texas A&M.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in the team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's got them in.
He's got it to Collins, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the big fella. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, what a move. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. Will Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. And the Lions first down. Let's go now. Back all 80. Three.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
The Lions at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw now on first down. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Panther 60. Johnny Lions. 18, Pioneer. Trap 60. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
60 by Cougar 19. Hurt.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bob, Craft all 80. 18 Rattler. Dragon 60.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now, man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You'd hate to come all this way on a sustained drive like this and then have to settle for a field goal. So what a nice pickup on 3rd down. And now they're set up with 1st and goal.
60 Vikings, 60 check, contact.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
That open man that time ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Houston's offense taking over again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Short throw to Musgrave. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. Stroud now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there that guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Stroud out of the gun here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have The first down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Grupe able to add the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Texans 7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down. He'll drop to throw. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. At the 39-yard line. Back to throw here. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Detroit. They'll look to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This goes out wide to Mixon. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pushes him over. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
In motion right, that's Dell. From the 41, Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Final play of the half. Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins. As time expires in the first half. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So we are halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Press all 80.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
19 sight. 19, 18. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Trap 50, trap 50.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st down. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. Now the first carry here for the running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Cut 19. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a line Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw again. Hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2nd and 7.
19, Tiger, 19.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Get up. Tiger, 18. Tiger, 18. Dragon, 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And here comes the Texans now.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud. Another one caught by Collins.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins.
Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Here's Groupie for the PAT.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Ready, break. Check. Cowboys. Check, check, check. Check, man. Go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
70,
They'll set up a throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
60 Bison. Cup 19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Come on. Pass all 80. Pass 60.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
18 Cardinals. Buffalo 18. Street.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Broncos. 60 Bobcats.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Texans will take over. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Texans.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Nixon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to Nixon on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down at the 47-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Stroud to throw it.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on fourth down. From this spot, it's 46 yards.
Stroud looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Takedown with career touchdown number 60.
And the Texans have taken a fourth quarter lead. A point after.
Good by the groupie. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Gain of 60 yards. And the Lions first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go, here we go. 60 vices, 60 vices. Three.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
On second down. Complete to number 84. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on first down. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Cowboy 80.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settled things down a little bit.
Cut back there. Cut. Back all 80.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
Hey, Cash. Ready.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Running game's probably a huge part of getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if they introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
So Stroud and the Texans down 31-28. A little under 40 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Finding Schultz.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Now Stroud. They'll get this complete to Collins.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Connected with Mixon.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
And now he stops it with a spike at 8 seconds.
So here we go. A big spot now for Blake Grupe.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Come on. Hey, nice. Look at 19. Riggs. 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set. Take over here.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
First throw of overtime, Stroud. A short throw to Musgrave.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
That's good for a Houston Texans.
Back to throw, here's Stroud.
And the Lions pressure too strong, down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it, he takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
At the 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Musgrave's got it out right.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he is going to have the Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Stroud.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
A short throw to Musgrave.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Stroud.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Let's go. Cavalry Lions. Let's go.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
On the count. 55 cats. 55 cats.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
3. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return.
Stroud.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. time. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime. Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for the Texans, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be let out by their third-year quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes. There's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
When you've stolen a possession, as they just did there
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here this one. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, look at the juke.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
That one taken in by Neighbors.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. We talk about this Lions defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking up.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Abdul Carter
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
At the 22-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Hey, Crash. 79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Going for a right side here. Complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That is caught. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Lions at 72 here on the year. And they come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here, CD. Winners of 7 of their last 9.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 8.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2 yards to go, second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Come on.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jameson Williams
From 13 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive as they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves?
Touchdown, Giants! A big play there. 57 yards.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one. And I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
60 back.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Panther 60. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
That's good for 19 and a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Top low, 60 Eagles. Trap 50.
Now back to throw.
Well, dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
The coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Lions.
So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He juked him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure and joy after that one.
So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Yates. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Now a deep one for Johnston. This is caught at the 20. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown, New York. Quentin Johnston, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way out to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed, penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back and Green.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready? Tap to 60. Tap to 60. 77.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
15 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Okay, break. 70. Hawk 70. Hey, smash Bronco. Ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
This is caught. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're looking for when you're running drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lions take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swing.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down, Giants.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
Now first carry for their fullback. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well in the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Lions.
Looking to throw. Yates.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
And it's going to be another first down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line.
25 yards. And the Giants first down.
Operating from the gun. Yates. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
60 Vikings.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Yates.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball, receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
1st and goal.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The tight end in motion right.
18 Cardinal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. We're officially on to the second half of the season, Week 10. The playoff race starting to faintly take shape. Let's get into it. Our trip through the NFL starts now. In the Windy City, the Bears at home to take on Carolina.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Check.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Go to the right side here, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Here's a give up the middle.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field. But, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cut 19, cut 19. Go.
They'll look to throw. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready? Dragon 60. Ready?
Looking to throw. Got his man, it's Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
2nd and inches at the 15-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Get up. Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 Lions. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here. They start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Reload. Here we go. Set. 68.
Back to throw. Yates. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
A gain of 2 yards.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackle.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Lions offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
At the
Ball on the
36
36 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Cougar 19. Go.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. But he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Finding room at midfield. And down right around the 37. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Yates over the middle. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He's going to try and do this himself. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
3rd down, here's Tracy. And he'll get nothing out of that one. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Davis on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been off. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost him. We could have a great finish.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Here we go. 19, 18.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive. Yates. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Off-play action. Yates. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Mustang 19.
2nd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Hey, let's go now. Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
On the give, it's Tracy.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Tracy.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. That means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Yates. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They didn't beat the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
42-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, Cougar 19. Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
19, Tiger, 19.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Unlock Lions, unlock Lions.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 20.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hey, 1918. Go.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And he will have the Lions 1st down, and that's the run that should seal a victory.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much
Film rooms are the